welcome to the channel Tales of Legends, a place to find inspiration from the stories and philosophies of extraordinary individuals. Today, we will explore a profound lesson essential for everyone on their life journey: patience is strength. Patience is not only a noble virtue but also a strategy to overcome challenges and achieve long-term goals. The saying, "Small impatience can disrupt great plans" by Confucius has gone down in history as a reminder of the value of patience in both minor matters and major decisions. This philosophy emphasizes that a moment of impatience, no matter how brief, can destroy long-term plans and the efforts we have painstakingly built. Confucius was a great thinker, philosopher, and educator in human history. He was the founder of Confucianism, a philosophical system of ethics, politics, and society that profoundly influenced East Asian cultures, particularly in China, Korea, Japan, and Vietnam. Confucius is renowned for promoting benevolence, propriety, knowledge, and morality while highlighting the importance of family, society, and education. Confucius, whose real name was Confucius, was born in 551 BC in the state of Lu, now Shandong Province, China. He endured a difficult and impoverished childhood. Born into a poor family, he lost his father at a young age, leaving his mother to raise him alone in challenging circumstances without adequate means for education. Despite these hardships, Confucius displayed a strong passion for knowledge from an early age. Pursuing education in such a poor society was an immense challenge. The feudal society of the time was dominated by power and noble lineage, where education and political advancement were almost exclusively reserved for those of aristocratic backgrounds. For someone like Confucius, who came from a humble family, it seemed nearly impossible to overcome these obstacles. However, he never abandoned his dream. Confucius persevered in self-study, delving into ancient classics, and gradually accumulating knowledge despite financial and social constraints. Confucius not only faced difficulties in his youth but also encountered significant challenges in his adult career. Driven by a desire to reform society and bring justice to the people, he dedicated his life to spreading ideas of benevolence, propriety, and ethics. Although these ideas were deeply humanistic and could foster sustainable societal development, they were not readily embraced by the ruling elite of the time. The ruling class, composed mainly of nobles and officials in the feudal dynasties, sought to protect their privileges and power. Confucius's proposed reforms, though well-founded and practical, were perceived as threats to their authority. He advocated for a fair society where leaders were virtuous and worked for the people's benefit, values that directly clashed with the prevailing ambitions of the ruling class. As a result, Confucius faced strong resistance from those in power. Despite his tireless efforts to disseminate his ideas through teaching thousands of disciples and engaging in public discussions, at times, he was ostracized and marginalized in court. Confucius once held an official position in the court of Lu but refused to compromise his principles for power. His unwavering commitment to justice and morality led to jealousy and oppression from rivals, forcing him to resign and embark on a 14-year journey across neighboring states, seeking opportunities to implement his ideals. This journey to spread his teachings was fraught with difficulties. Confucius and his disciples often faced extreme hardship, from hunger and cold to disdain and unjust imprisonment. These trials not only pushed them to the brink of despair but also tested their patience and dedication to their ideals. Many disciples, overwhelmed by seemingly insurmountable challenges, became discouraged and contemplated giving up. Yet, Confucius remained steadfast, reminding them with profound words, "A noble person endures adversity and does not abandon their ideals." Confucius's patience was not passive endurance but an active transformation of challenges into opportunities for self-cultivation and the dissemination of deeply humanistic values. Despite rejection and injustice, he refused to succumb to despair. Instead, he used his time to teach, write, and compiled works such as the Five Classics, laying a solid foundation for East Asian education. One of the most famous stories from his arduous journey recounts how Confucius and his disciples were trapped in a desolate area without food. While his disciples complained and grew weary, Confucius remained calm, playing music and reading. He continued to teach and remind them, adversity is merely a test of our patience. In such trying times, Confucius imparted a valuable lesson about the strength of patience and steadfastness, never abandoning one's ideals regardless of circumstances. Confucius taught that patience is essential not only to endure adversity but also to cultivate oneself and develop resilience against challenges. Patience does not weaken you, instead, it strengthens you through every trial and hardship. It is a process of self-improvement that affirms your resolve and enhances your value. When faced with failure, do not let it defeat or discourage you. View failure as part of the journey and persist in pursuing your goals. Confucius believed that as long as you do not give up, opportunities will eventually arise. No matter how difficult the path may be, every step, no matter how slow or challenging, brings you closer to success. Rather than blaming circumstances or yourself, see difficulties as opportunities to learn and grow. As Confucius said, learning from mistakes is how we perfect ourselves. From failures and challenges, you will grow, understand yourself better, and gain a deeper understanding of the world. The story of Confucius is a clear testament to how patience and perseverance can help people overcome difficulties and achieve great values. Patience is not about weakness or passive acceptance of fate but a strength that helps you stand firm in adversity, maintain faith, and move forward. This is a valuable lesson for today's youth to learn and apply in their lives. Thank you for listening to this inspiring story about Confucius on Tales of Legends. If you enjoyed this content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel to spread the incredible values of extraordinary individuals. Don't forget to turn on notifications to catch the next meaningful stories. See you in the next video.